Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. It's great to bring to you this online session from APS Europe, the largest association of Pakistani health professionals in Europe. Our mission is to facilitate you in the advancement of your careers in Pakistan and overseas. APS Europe is delighted to have you and welcome you all. We're also recording this session, and this will be available on our Facebook page. My name is Shaista Meraj, and I'm the Director General of APS Europe. I work as a consultant radiologist in the United Kingdom. We're very pleased to welcome our guest speaker, Professor Anne Moch-Tayo, and our esteemed panelists. Thank you all for giving us your time on a Sunday. I'm sure that our audience is keen to hear the experiences of our panelists. So let's begin. Dr. Sadia Said is co-hosting this session with me, and she will now invite our guest speaker.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Dr. Sadia Said, and I'm Senior Scientist at Inserm University of Lille and Imperial College London. It's a pleasure for me to co-host today's webinar, which is focused on medical training and research opportunities in France. I will be sharing more about my experiences and insight later in today's session as one of the panelists. But now it's a time to introduce our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is Professor Anne Moch-Tayo. She is a distinguished professor of biochemistry and innovative leader of Precision Health Graduate School Program at University of Lille. We are indeed fortunate to have Professor Moch-Tayo with us because she's going to tell us about different training and research opportunities offered by France and also what are the admission procedures. Having been inspired by her previous talks, I personally extended an invitation to her, which she has thankfully accepted. Thank you very much once again, Professor Moch-Tayo, for gracing us with your presence, and now I invite you to take the stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Said. Hello, everyone. And what's more, thank you to give me the opportunity to present the graduate program Precision Health of the University of Lille. So I will share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen properly? Yeah, okay.
It's not a full version, so can you make it full version? It's not a full screen.
It is full screen for me. No, you can't see me. Can't see the screen.
She has not opened the file yet. She's opening it.
It is open for me.
I think if you go to the different tabs, if you select the correct one, the one where where the slides are displayed, you might want to toggle the tabs.
You can see the slides here.
So it's only on the sidebar. It's a very small slide that we cannot read, but we cannot see the full version.
Okay.
Probably you're using multiple screens. So you have to change.
Is it better?
No.
Not
can
at all.
you close it and just open the PowerPoint slide?
Yes, I have. So
Yeah.
Wait, that's better. Thank you.
Better? Okay.
Yes.
So first, I would like to place the graduate program Precision Health in the general context of research training at the Lille University. What is a graduate program? It is a way to excellence in training courses on strategic themes of the University of Lille. And all the graduate programs are integrated master and PhD training course. So in a few words, the University of Lille is recognized worldwide for the excellence of its research and training. It ranks among the finest higher education institutes in France and Europe. It is located in the crossroad of Europe. It is close to Paris, Brussels, and London. And Lille is a youthful and dynamic city with close to 100,000 students, and it is one of France's most attractive cities and also an exceptional place to live. So the graduate program, Precision Health, is one of the 4 graduate programs that have been recently developed at the new University of Lille. And a graduate program has 3 key principles: interdisciplinarity, international experience, and successful career planning. The courses are taught in English. Participation in interdisciplinary events bring together PhD and master students of the program. Grants are offered to help students fund their studies and their mobility. Seminars are offered along the year to share experience and meet together. Specific training focusing on transversal skills, and topical courses are given by international experts. So, what more precisely offers the graduate program Precision Health? It is, and the objectives are to offer an integrated program to form master and PhD students to Precision Health, and to promote a unique training of excellence to research, to the innovative concepts such as big data, omics, proteomics, IA, imagery, biotechnology, and so on, that will drive tomorrow's fundamental medical research and health management. And the objective is to form the next generation research actors and leaders for academia, hospital, industry, and biotech. So this course opened only for the first time 3 years ago, at the beginning of year 2020. And why have we created a graduate program on this thematic, Precision Health? We know that we are facing a real revolution in concepts and technologies, particularly with the advent of big data, artificial intelligence, but also innovations in the field of imaging, modeling, mathematical modeling of biological systems, and many others. And all these technological innovations are leading to conceptual and paradigm changes in biology health research in all its dimensions, in basic research, in clinical research, but also in the development of innovative therapies such as drugs and medical devices, and in patient management. And these new paradigms have also consequences for public health policies and health economics, and also in the ethical considerations that these new concepts are generating. So this graduate program, Precision Health, is open for students with national, international, or French, or international students with scientific background, biology, physiology, biochemistry, but also medical students or pharmacy students, and also students with a bioinformatic background. Students can enter the graduate program either by entering the master program or directly into a thesis. And the core of the theoretical teaching lies in these 10 seminars of 1 or 2 days each, given by national and international experts in the form of several conferences with quite short, very interactive. A long time of exchange is left with the students, and they present the following topics: from omics to system biology, imaging, molecular basis of disease and treatments, artificial intelligence, mathematical modeling of living organisms, novel mode of actions for personalized drugs, medical devices, from cohorts to candidate research, public policy and health economics, and ethic, health, and society. So the seminars present the main concepts of these topics with examples of application in 4 main disciplinary areas, which are diabetes and cardiometabolic diseases, cancer, neurosciences, infection, immunoinflammation. And these seminars are attended by master students and by PhD students. And this training welcomes both scientific and medical students and both master and PhD students, and these combinations induce fruitful emulation. So, Master 2 students will follow these 10 interactive seminars, but also we'll have to follow a study lab. What is study lab? A study lab is an innovative training to develop a research project and write a research proposal with interactive small groups. And students will have also a personal project of a student, which is a preparation for the internship, and also a training around ethic and rules. So this is the first part of the year, from September to December. The second part, from January to June, will be dedicated to a 6-month training in research in internationally recognized laboratory, working on diabetes, cancer, neurosciences, infection, immunity, statistics, imagery, and so on. And this is so a full-time 6 months is full-time internship in a laboratory. So if you want to apply to this Master 2 in February, you have to go to the website on Master Biologie Santé of the University of Lille, and you will have the list of the thematic of internship that are proposed. You choose your internship research subject and laboratory. You contact the supervisor, and then you can apply to the platform which is called eCandidate in France from May to middle of June. Of course, to integrate a Master 2 level, you have to have validated a Master 1 level. And if you have an equivalence of Master 1, you will have to validate officially your training by the Eric Narik official commission. Unfortunately, it will not be possible for you to integrate the Master 2 Precision Health this year in 2024 because this formation is not on Campus France, which is the best international way to join the French training in university. But since 2025, it will be, of course, possible for you to integrate this Master 2 Precision Health, and you are welcome for that. The Master 2 in the project offers also 2 types of grants. Welcome grants for foreign students with 400,500 euros per year. And for that, you have to apply in September after acceptance of your application. But also during the year, you can apply for merit fellowships after the first semester of M2, according to the results of the academic exams. Regarding PhD, a PhD student in the graduate program will have the opportunity to have an international mobility up to 6 months during the 3 years of PhD thesis. And your PhD are offered grants to allow this international mobility. For the interdisciplinarity, they are invited to follow the theoretical trainings, the seminars in common with Master 2 students. And also, there is a preparation to successful career planning with a special focus towards the socio-economic world and bio-entrepreneurship, particularly to help students for their future integration into professional life. And in Lille, PhD students from the graduate program can follow the training DU, what is called in France Diplôme Universitaire Bio-Entrepreneurship. The objective of this DU is to open to the socio-economic world, learning about the business world, international property, intellectual properties, startup development, valorization of research projects, etc. And this DU is in the form of 3 modules, 3 parts, during 3 weeks, in October, November, and January, teaching business management, market access, and health and sciences. And it is a diploma. It is a diploma, and at the end, PhD students will have their PhD diploma with a special mention because they have followed the graduate program. And in addition, they have the diploma of the Diplôme Universitaire Bio-Entrepreneurship. So this DU has a price, but it is free of charge for a PhD from the graduate program Precision Health. So if you want to apply for a PhD, you have 3 different ways. Every year, a labelized thesis grant of the University of Lille is dedicated to Precision Health graduate program. But there are also 2 competitions in the Doctoral School Biology Health of Lille, an international competition, which is at the end of April 2024, and international or national competition, which is called Grand Jury, which takes place at the end of May 2024. For all these competitions, you have to look at the website of the doctoral school of the University of Lille, and you will see all the proposition, all the research project proposed by the future director of thesis. You choose your subject and laboratory, you contact the tutor, and if it fits, the tutor will prepare you for the competition of April 2024 or May 2024. Of course, you will not be alone. You will have a special accompaniment for the preparation to the competition. And the competition is around 50% of students which can access to the thesis. You will be invited to join the different laboratory of research in a very scientific environment of excellence, in internationally recognized laboratory with special prestigious grants and recognition at the international level. In addition, several meetings are organized through the year. They bring together masters and PhD students, as well as the members of the teaching staff and researchers from Lille and elsewhere. And it's a great opportunity for scientists and for scientific exchanges, but also for human exchanges between the various participants. Several graduate program day is are organized twice a year, one at the beginning of the year and once at the end of the academic year. And in 2023, the first summer school on President L was organized during 3 days. And students coming from abroad are offered to take part of a course called International Academy. It's a pre-university program offered to foreign students arriving in France. 24 hours of distancial course at the end of August, preparing students' arrival with basic elements of the French language, basic knowledge of the culture of France, its history and regional particularities, organization of the university studies in France, and some information on the administrative procedures. And this is shared with the other graduate programs, and it's create a rather friendly and interdisciplinary environment among international students. So if you need more information, do not hesitate to contact me directly, anne.tailleux@univ-lille.fr. I will be it's a pleasure to answer to your questions. And I hope to have convinced you of the interest of this program, and would be very happy to meet you in Lille. Thank you very much for your interest, and it's open to questions.
Thank you very much, Professor Anne Tailleux. That was very informative presentation of yours. Before anyone else can ask the question, can you please a little bit guide us about because in Pakistani culture, we don't know about Master M1 and M2. Can you a little bit explain what is M1 and M2?
So master level is the graduate training at 5 years after the level of what is called in France baccalaureate. You know, So generally, students after the baccalaureate or equivalent of baccalaureate have a bachelor in 3 years, and then they can continue with a master. And the master is in 2 years, master 1 and master 2. And if master does not exist in Pakistan, I guess that there is equivalence of university formations. And it is also opened, the PhD is also opened to medical students, of course.
Okay, thank you very much. And also, will it be possible for you to share your slides as a PDF copy with us? We can put it on
Of
our
course,
website.
I will send it to you at the end.
Thank you very much. So anyone have any other questions?
Dear Professor, thank you very much for your nice presentation. I have one question, please. Because as we try to get admission in another country, and they ask for the basic language level, Irish and other thing. But for France, you haven't mentioned what is the basic requirement of the language, because either you will require Irish or the basic test of the French, because the people will be interested to know this issue. In fact, please.
Okay. All the graduate programs are taught in English. The teaching, evaluation, all is in English, so it is accessible for foreign students. Okay. And in the International Academy, we just give a few words of French in order to help students coming in France to say hello, thanks. Okay.
Bonjour, In fact, my question is that, my question is that, what is the basic requirement of the language? Because in Pakistan, the medium of instruction is English. Either it is acceptable at the university level, or they need an extra course of language.
No. The level of English is okay, I think, for every student coming from abroad.
I have been in France for 5 years, in Strasbourg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But this is for the students, because people sometimes they hesitate to ask the question.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Anmoy Tayyok. I know this is busy day for you, so we will let you leave if you want to. Thank you very much once again. It's a great
Thank
honor.
you very much for all of you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, so now I would like to extend an invitation to Dr. Mubashir Hassan. Dr. Mubashir has been residing in Paris for the last 17 years, and where he completed both his master's and PhD at the esteemed University of Versailles. For an extended period of time, he has dedicated his efforts to support the newcomers arriving to France, including myself. He also served as both a board member and country chair of APPS Europe. Dr. Mubashir, we are eager to hear about your experiences and receive some guidelines. The stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Sadia. Since we all know that the seminar was long awaited, and thanks a lot to all the panelists here, and especially to you and Dr. Shaista, who was keenly observing and organizing this seminar since long. As we know that there are multiple parts of this seminar, and the first part has been given to me, that how we can uh, ease the arrival of students in France, and what are the procedures, and what are the costs and funding and scholarship possibilities. So I would stick to my part. First of all, I would like to tell that how the arrival of France is done. First of all, you have to secure the admission. To secure the admission in any French university, there are two channels. Either you go for master's degree or for directly admission into the PhD degree, whatever the way you are following. We have to spare almost 6 to 8 months to complete this process. First, we have to contact the professors, as Anne or Tayu was saying, that we have to get into touch with the universities, get the admission secured, and then in the second step, once the admission is secured, we contact the embassy services in Pakistan. The embassy services in Pakistan, they help especially the foreign students who have secured admissions in universities. For that, the procedure of the embassy is this: that you have to go to their courier service, whatever courier services they are using. Sometimes this is FedEx, or sometimes this is some other services. I don't know what services they are using right now. And you have to fill their visa requirements as a student. You have to show that you are a genuine student, and you are not here to live and work only. For this, you have to show your motivation, your old and Pakistani degrees, and then you have to show the admission letters which you have secured from the professor. Plus, you have to show the source of fundings you are having. We can have two approaches. One is the scholarship, and one is the self-finance. Since the French universities, they are funded by the French government. So if you are even coming on self-finance, you don't have to pay a lot. They are very affordable universities, I should say. The second, you have to show the scholarship. If you have got a scholarship, that is well and good, and this is the best way. I don't know if you can show the screen, the slides which we had. There are two major sources of the scholarships for the moment. One is AGID and EFL scholarships, and the second is go through the Campus France and apply directly to the university scholarships. All the universities have some sort of fundings. Some fundings, they are available to international students, and most of the fundings, they do not offer to international students, but the local students. But Yet, we can, being a Pakistani, we can apply for the scholarships from the EFL scholarship, from AGID scholarship. I don't know for the moment we can have scholarship from HEC or no, but when we came, we had HEC scholarship as well. The scholarship or the self-finance funding you have to show to the embassy. And at the same time, I would recommend that you start learning French in Pakistan. That would help your arrival and settlement here in France. And this is good to have like 6 month or at least 3 month course in Pakistan. So that will help you a lot. And the next thing which I would like to emphasize is to look for your residence, because residence in France is a big problem. Don't go for big cities. I would recommend all the universities have equal level of teaching. They are equally good. You don't have to look for a very big name university in Paris. That would cost you a lot. The living cost would be high. And the next is this: the moment you arrive here, there's a long list of administrative things which you can do. One thing is this, that you will get a visa of long stay, and within 90 days you have to apply for a French resident card that's called carte séjour. And for that card, you have to take an appointment that is called prefecture. And this is a long procedure. So you have to be mentally prepared to get a cultural shock, because the language is different, the country is different. And I would recommend to apply the universities. Not only look for big cities and the big names, because all the cities and all the country universities, they are equally good. So that ends my period of participation. If there is a question from the participants, they're welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mubashir. All the links have been posted by Dr. Shaista in the text. So whoever wants to take these links, please go ahead. So I think it's a time.
Thank you very much. These are the links. Yes, I was talking about that. These are the university links, and the links, they have the process on the embassy website. Plus, they have a site that is called Campus France, and the last is ABGSO. Campus France, they have listed all the universities and all the degrees available in France, because back in time we have to contact or individually the universities. But by going on this link, we can approach directly to all the programs on one site and one portal. And the last link, that is ABGSO, it has all the PhD offers and master's internships. My colleagues, they will talk about the masters and PhD things, but these are two websites where we can approach all the websites, all the links. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So now let's invite our next panelist. It is with great enthusiasm that I extend an invitation to Dr. Shoaib Ahmed Malik. Dr. Shoaib completed his MBBS from Punjab Medical College, Faisalabad, and he then pursued a master's in molecular oncology and completed his PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology in France. Dr. Shoaib, it would be invaluable to gain insights from your journey and to hear your recommendations. Dr. Shoaib, please take the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shaista, Dr. Sadia, Dr. Mubashir, and other organizers for taking me on board for this webinar. Let me introduce myself. I'm a medical graduate of Punjab Medical College, Faisalabad, which is affiliated with University of Health Sciences, Lahore. As you already told, that I earned my master's and PhD from France, which is actually from Faculty of Medicine, University of Paris, South France. in the field of biochemistry and molecular biology. In fact, getting my higher studies from France was a pleasant and phenomenal opportunity and experience to learn new knowledge and latest research innovation in the field of medical sciences. Uh, in fact, from where I got my PhD and master's was Cancer Institute of Gustave Roussy, which was situated near Paris in Belgium. It was in multicultural friendly ambience, provided me a multicultural friendly ambience, and I'm greatly and extremely grateful to higher education who actually provided me this opportunity to get my higher studies from France. In fact, I got wonderful research and academic experience in the field of biochemical and molecular basis of disease pathology under one of the great scientists and my supervisor, Professor Guido Kromer. And all the knowledge, research, academic experience that I gathered there helped me to cope with modern, up-to-date medical teaching and research. In fact, it was a great lab from where I did my PhD, and I had the opportunity to get a number of publications in well-reputed, peer-reviewed international medical journals in the field of cancer, metabolic research, aging, and stress response biology. In fact, the journey started when I was doing my MBBS at Punjab Medical College, when I studied biochemistry and pathology during my initial years of medical education. I was interested to dissect out the intricate and complex molecular mechanism that was underlying, that actually fascinated me a lot, and that was underlying the normal physiology and disease pathology. And from that, I decided to pursue my postgraduate education in the field of research and basic sciences. That was quite contrary to the normal norms. Most of the medical graduates here in Pakistan wanted to do clinical fellowship, to do clinical practice, but all my learning during my MBBS lead me to do this studies in the basic sciences. I have, during my stay in France, I got a wonderful profile, and on the basis of my research profile at the research gate, I was directly contacted by one of the American professors at Emory University, Atlanta, for postdoctoral fellowship. That is, in fact, a great opportunity. All that was achieved due to my experience at France. I will recommend all those students who are studying in Pakistan or abroad and wanted to pursue their research, academic, wanted to pursue their research and academic career. I recommend them to definitely recommend them to do the master's and PhD degree from France, and that will definitely help them to enhance their knowledge and capabilities in the dynamic and vibrant workplace that is available in France for new and innovative knowledge. And definitely the students will achieve new techniques that will definitely motivate, inspire them to facilitate and enhancing their academic and professional skills. That is a little story about from me. I'm happy to answer the questions from the for the audience later on or now when they want. And again, I'm thankful to Dr. Shaista, Dr. Sadia, Dr. Mubashir, and other organizers for organizing this wonderful webinar. Thank you very much.
All right, so thank you very much, Dr. Shoaib. If we have any questions, we can ask later because we are getting short of time. So it's the time to invite our next panelist, Dr. Khalid Farooq. So I'm delighted to offer an invitation to Dr. Khalid Farooq with an MBBS degree from Pakistan and further academic achievements, including MPhil and PhD degree in physiology from France. Dr. Khalid is now contributing his experience at Arabian Gulf University in Bahrain, We are looking forward to learning from your wealth of experience and to benefit from your sage advice. Thank you very much, Dr. Farooq.
Sadish, he may be having problem connecting. So I guess we can go to the next speaker. In the meantime, Dr. Numan.
All right. So since Dr. Khalid is trying to connect, we can invite our next guest speaker, Dr. Numan Ikram. And I'm eager to welcome Dr. Numan Ikram. Dr. Numan is working as assistant professor of neurology and stroke medicine at Punjab Medical College, Faisalabad, and visiting consultant at Allied Hospital, Faisalabad. Dr. Numan will describe his first-hand experience on how to pursue medical training in France. Dr. Numan, please guide us. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Numan Ikram, and thank you all for inviting me to discuss my clinical experience. Are you with all of you? And so currently I am working as an assistant professor of neurology at Allied Hospital, Faisalabad, and head of the stroke unit in Allied Hospital, along with teaching in Punjab Medical College, Faisalabad. So I worked in France, Switzerland, and UK. So and then I returned to Pakistan. So my friend contacted me that I should share my experience with you people, that how is it working in France. So working environment in France is great, and there are so many learning opportunities that you can't get in UK or any other English speaking countries, because France offers you the degrees and the expertise that you need to fulfill your professional career. There are a lot of clinical opportunities. They are open, and getting a clinical attachment is also very, very easy. And so I will tell you that there are two main routes that you can take to go to France. First is while you are in France, and you are in Pakistan, and you want to take clinical opportunity in France, that is called DFMS and DFMSA. These are the two degrees that are open to Pakistani graduates, and you can apply it while you are in Pakistan. And then if you are selected, because there are limited number of seats, if you are selected, you will get a scholarship, and you will get easily visa, because visa is not a problem for DFMS graduates. And the second route is once you are in France. So once you have arrived in France, like a student visa or any other visa, and if you want to work as a clinician in France, that is also very easy. And there are special statutes they have created for the international immigrants. And my other friends were saying that you need a license. Actually, in France, it is different from the British system. In UK, if you want to work, you have to get a license first, and then you can work. In France, it's different in a sense that you can work, and while working, you can get a license. And after you have gotten your license, they will recognize your training. Because if you get license first, you have to get training for 3 years, and then they will give you the full license. Otherwise, you will get a student license. And or the other route is that you can start working in France, and while working, you can apply for the license. You can go through the exams of licensing exams, and at the end you will get the license and full license and the training and certificate, everything. So there are two routes that you can take while in Pakistan or in France. And in France, you can take also two routes, that you can start training and get the license during your training, or you can apply for the license and then start the training. But I would recommend that you start with training, and then you go through the licensing exam as you go through your training. So there are special statutes that they have created for international graduates. And the other thing is that like in UK, you have to go through whole training. Like if you want to, I'm a neurologist, and if I want to be a stroke physician, I have to go through whole training of neurology, and then at the end I will be able to choose stroke. But in France, it's different. Like if you want to be a stroke physician, you have, I'm a neurologist in Pakistan. If I want to go to stroke, I can just go and start my degree in stroke, because they have special degrees that are called diplôme universitaire and diplôme interuniversitaire. So these are special diplomas they have created for degrees they have created for foreign graduates. You can apply this for these degrees, and then you will get the training. And at the end, you will have both degree and the training. So it's very easy, and you can do it very easily in France. I think given time to me is 5 minutes, and this is all I can tell you in 5 minutes, because French system is very complicated and you need at least 1 hour to go through whole details, that why do they employ you without a license to practice, and why you can work as a doctor while you don't have a license. But if you want, I can tell you, and you can message me if you need more information. Thank you all for inviting me. And if you have any question, I am open to all questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Are there any questions from the panelists or from the audience? Okay, so if,
Yes, I have a couple of questions, if you allow.
yeah, just quickly, please.
Yes, I am Dr. Asif Mumtaz Sukhera. I am former Surgeon General, Pakistan Army. Currently, I am Vice Chancellor of a University of Azad Kashmir. So my question was to Dr. Shoaib. Probably he is the one specialist in molecular biology and graduate of Faisalabad Medical College. That how can he assist in various universities in Pakistan, especially in the Department of Biotechnology and similar studies in chemistry?
Dr. Shoaib, are you here?
Thank you very much, sir, for your question. I will switch to Urdu for better understanding. Definitely, actually, when I came, I will share my own story for better understanding. When I came back from France, I was very enthusiastic. मैं बड़ा कहने के बड़ा energetic था, enthusiasm भी बहुत ज़्यादा था. I visited many universities at that time. It is a real story with a good number of for such publications and good experience at France. Initially, I visited a lot of universities so that I can start my research career there. I visited King Edward, I visited NUST, I even visited Army Medical College, Kazam University, to get me there to start my experience which I have gathered from France. It was very astonishing for me that after getting my PhD degree and having my medical background, no university was frankly happy to take me as their faculty member. I don't know what was the reason. I offered them all that I have learned there. At the end, I started my job at Government College University, Faisalabad, with the hope that I can start some research lab there. Definitely, I tried. मैंने कोशिश भी बहुत की कि मैं वहाँ research lab start कर सकूँ. I offered कि मैंने vice chancellor से मिला कि I have very many good links in France and USA. I can do that. But frankly, because sir, you are at the position that you can.
Yes, I can understand. Yes.
मुझे किसी ने भी ऑफर मेरे ऑफर्स को किसी ने भी ना कह लें कि कोई फायदा नहीं दिया मुझे. आफ्टर दैट सर आई शिफ्ट इनिशियली आई वाज प्लान कि मैं रिसर्च लैब को स्टार्ट करूं, वहां पर रिसर्च में जो सीख के आया हूं मैं लोगों में इनकॉर्पोरेट करने की कोशिश करूं. डेफिनेटली विद वन ऑफ द ग्रेट साइंटिस्ट आई वर्क देयर, प्रोफेसर गीतो क्रोमर. लर्निंग बहुत अच्छी थी मेरी, अभी भी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक है. तो आफ्टर स्ट्रगलिंग फॉर 1 and 2 years in जनरल यूनिवर्सिटी, because at that time मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटीज, अभी भी मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटीज इतनी अच्छी नहीं है कि वहाँ के रिसर्च की जा सके, तो मैंने जनरल यूनिवर्सिटी को प्रेफर किया ताकि मैं वहाँ पर रिसर्च लैब को स्टार्ट कर सकूँ. After studying for 2 and 3 years, I just got frustrated and then joined a medical college to teach undergraduate medical students. But my interest with research was there. So I was selected as postdoctoral fellowship in USA. वहाँ पर मैंने अपने research capabilities को enhance किया. करंटली जो है वापस आने के बाद फिर अगेन करंटली जो है मैं अपनी सर्विसेज दे रहा हूँ मुख्तलिफ दोस्तों के साथ मिलके उनके स्टूडेंट्स को ट्रेन करने में जो लर्निंग टेक्निक्स मैंने सीखी हैं कोलैबोरेशन मेरी चल रही हैं पर्सनल लेवल की कोलैबोरेशन इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल हम आई डोंट नो व्हाई दे आर नॉट सपोर्टिंग अस पर्सनल लेवल की कोलैबोरेशन हैं जो हमारे फेलोज थे वहाँ उनके साथ कोलैबोरेट करके उनके स्टूडेंट्स को ट्रेन कर रहा हूँ मल्टीपल स्टूडेंट्स का मैं कोर्स सुपरवाइजर भी हूँ उनकी लैब के जाके टेक्निक्स भी मैं उनको सिखाता हूँ जो लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट है हमारी डेफिनेट स्टूडेंट्स जो है काफ़ी कीन होते हैं कि वो चीज़ों को लर्न करें लेकिन जो हमारा एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सेटअप है ना वो सर हमें अलाउ नहीं करता पाकिस्तान में कि हम चीज़ों को डेवलप कर सकें फ्लोरिश करवा सकें
डॉक्टर शुएब थैंक यू वेरी मच मैं थोड़ा सा मॉडरेट का रोल अदा करूंगा वी आर इन शॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम तो हम जो है ना नेक्स्ट स्पीकर की तरफ बढ़ेंगे तो डॉक्टर सादिया प्लीज नेक्स्ट स्पीकर
जी थैंक यू
interrupt कर दूं?
ऑडियंस से है गुजारिश कि अगर आपने सवाल पूछने हैं उर्दू इंग्लिश जिस तरह मर्जी पूछें इसमें कोई वो नहीं है हम थोड़ा टाइम पे
डॉक्टर शाइस्ता एक सजेशन सॉरी फॉर इंटरप्शन क्योंकि हमारा फोकस ये है कि यहाँ पाकिस्तान के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको एटलीस्ट कन्विंस या उनको फैसिलिटेट किया जाए कि वो फ्रांस में किस तरह अपॉर्चुनिटी फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम लोग इंग्लिश को फोकस कर रहे हैं और हमारा जो सारा वो डिस्कशन है वो कुछ और चल रहा है मैं मुबशर भाई से भी रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा था कि रिसोर्सेज इजीनेस और जो अट्रैक्टिव जो पॉइंट्स हैं इन फ्रांस हमें वो शेयर करना चाहिए ताकि हमारे ऑडियंस हमें क्वेश्चन पूछने में इजीनेस फील करें और फ्रैंक होकर क्वेश्चन पूछें अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो पार्टिसिपेशन है वो ऑडियंस या पार्टिसिपेंट की वो नहीं आ रही तो मेरे ख्याल में उर्दू को प्रेफर करें और कुछ जो जितना इजी है फ्रांस में या व्हाई वी शुड चूज फ्रांस फॉर आवर हायर एजुकेशन दिस शुड बी द फोकस इन फैक्ट ना
सारी लैंग्वेजेस वेलकम उर्दू पंजाबी पश्तो सिंधी यहाँ पर हम आपको किसी भी जुबान में जवाब दे सकते हैं सब एक्सपर्ट्स मौजूद हैं
चलें ठीक है शुक्रिया मैं अब अगले स्पीकर को बुलाती हूँ डॉक्टर शारिक आबिद did his MBBS from Pakistan and a master's from Ivry University of France in biotherapy. He then did a PhD from University Paris-Dauphine and he's currently working as an associate professor in clinical research and is an additional director at the Medical Research Center at Liaquat University of Medical and Health Sciences, जामशोर इन पाकिस्तान अब डॉक्टर शारिक आबिद आपने देख लिया थोड़ा सा कि हम किस तरफ डिस्कशन को लेके जाना चाह रहे हैं ताकि हमें फ़ायदा दें लोगों को जो पाकिस्तान में है फ्रांस में आना चाहते हैं और हमने जैसे कहा था कि हम अपनी कोई अगर हमारा कोई चैलेंजेस थे या डिफ़िकल्टीज थी वो भी हम शेयर करेंगे उनके साथ ताकि उनके लिए फ़ायदेमंद हो थैंक यू
Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope you guys can hear me.
जी
Assalamualaikum. मेरा ताल्लुक actually I must tell you I think very rarely from people from Hyderabad. It's quite a small city, which was the third biggest city once upon a time, but now it's like according to the population and area wise getting a smaller city. तो यहाँ पर education के इतने मौके नहीं थे लेकिन still we struggled in initially और उसके साथ साथ compete भी करना at all levels. So somehow we were able to get our graduation and later on we fortunately moved towards the scholarship जो competition उन दिनों HEC ने start किया था. So we were fortunate enough to get the scholarship for the HEC. अच्छा HEC स्कॉलरशिप लेने के भी एक खास तरीका है कि when you are applying for a scholarship, so you should have few things in your mind. फ्रांस जाने के वैसे तो काफ़ी तरीके हैं लेकिन सबसे आसान जो पाकिस्तानी ग्रेजुएट्स के लिए वो सबसे आसान तरीका वो HEC स्कॉलरशिप है आई डोंट नो आजकल इतनी ज़्यादा रेगुलर और या फ्रीक्वेंट अनाउंसमेंट आ रही है स्कॉलरशिप की लेकिन लेट व्हेन वी वर डूइंग इट every 2 or 3 years हमारे पास स्कॉलरशिप की एक अपॉर्चुनिटी होती थी अभी भी आई थिंक HEC की वेबसाइट अप टू डेट जब भी करते हैं तो देयर आर सम स्कॉलरशिप व्हिच आर अनाउंस्ड इन द वेबसाइट बेहतर तरीका है कि अपने आप को प्रिपेयर रखें इन टर्म्स के आपका GRE निकला हो गैट का टेस्ट हो और साथ साथ आपके अच्छे स्कोर हो उसके साथ और इसके अलावा जब आप बायोलॉजिकल या मेडिकल साइंसेस से होते हैं तो यू शुड हैव यू नो द यूनिवर्सिटी इन योर माइंड यूनिवर्सिटी आपने ढूंढ ली और ढूंढने के बाद आपने करना ही है कि यू शुड लुक फॉर अ लैब व्हिच इज एफिलिएटेड टू दैट यूनिवर्सिटी यूनिवर्सिटी एफिलिएटेड लैब होगी तो it's easy to get admission in that university, of course, which is very logical. Once you have an acceptance from the lab, it's very easy to get the admission in the relevant program of that master's, or if you're looking for a PhD as well. So this is what basically the first step towards getting admission for the research side. When you are talking about the clinical, it's little bit difficult. Noman ने काफी elaborate किया इसके ऊपर. It was very nice to hear. इसके अंदर एक चीज which I faced at that time when I was working in France, that not all the region of France accept that foreign medical graduates. In fact, in the hospital where I was working, I was not allowed to do clinical just because I was not having that French level 1. Another thing, इनकी फ्रांस से रिलेटेड जो फ्रेंच कंट्रीज हैं, जैसे लाइक बुर्किना फासो है, इस तरह की मुख्तलिफ अल्जीरिया है, वहां से आप अगर आप मेडिकल ग्रेजुएशन करते हैं, then you are allowed to practice clinical without getting a license, and that is called fellowship, in fact, which is from 2 months to 2 years at max, and then you have to go for the exam. You have to get the license exam. This is what I have learned during my internship of my postdoctoral internship, you can say. Well, these are the two ways the way you can enter in the France. अच्छा, अब opportunities के हिसाब से बात की जाए तो France is a rich country. Post economy बहुत अच्छी है, और clinical background के साथ भी आप जाते हैं तो you can earn better what you are earning in Pakistan. Even if you are going for the research side, you can get better opportunities. Clinical में you can earn better as compared to research, but in research you will get more opportunities to excel your own thoughts or जो भी आप करना चाहते हैं, because clinical के अंदर you are going through a series of same things. There's no change what you are doing, but in research you are facing different challenges all the time. You are going towards different questions, you're answering those questions, you're having new students, it's a matter of priority what you are going to do. अच्छा, रिसर्च के अंदर सबसे अच्छी चीज जो फ्रांस के अंदर मुझे लगी वो लाइक एनवायरनमेंट. रिसर्च एनवायरनमेंट इज वेरी हेल्दी. आप you don't feel that you are stuck somewhere. Although it's very difficult to get the grant, but if you are in a good lab, the university provides you the grant, the institute provides you the grant. If the international students coming, they bring the money with them. So it's quite a healthy environment in terms of research. I don't know whether I speak a lot about this.
शुक्रिया, बहुत
Is there a
शुक्रिया.
question which I can proceed with?
अभी क्वेश्चंस नहीं है, देखते हैं अगले स्पीकर के बाद. We can have a discussion, all of us. I'm going to invite Dr. Sadia Saeed, who did a PhD in human genetics at the Imperial College London. She is a senior research scientist specializing in human genetics at the International Centre of Medical Research at University of Lille. She remains an honorary research fellow at the Imperial College London, and her groundbreaking work has significantly advanced the understanding of the complex genetic factors contributing to severe obesity. Sadia, बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you very much. आप लोगों को मेरी स्लाइड नजर आ रही है? ठीक है. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Shaista. As Dr. Shaista mentioned, I'm a senior scientist in Inserm University of Lille, and I'm also the visiting fellow in Imperial College London. My brief landmark of my educational and professional background is my master's from Government College University and my MPhil from CAM. After my MPhil, I decided not to continue from a PhD in Pakistan because I wanted to do PhD somewhere abroad. That was my passion. And during that time, I got research assistant position in the University of Cambridge in metabolic research laboratories. And this was when it really helped me. It was a challenging time for me, but I learned a lot. And because of this training, मैं इस काबिल हुई कि मैं scholarship ले सकूं Imperial College में. That was the British Research Council scholarship, and there were 89 shortlisted candidates, and I was selected one of the person who got this scholarship. So after this PhD, because it went very well, I got the postdoc position in CNRS, University of Lille, even before the end of my PhD. And it went well. The first year in France was difficult, of course, because of the language and culture barrier, but eventually it went very well. As Dr. Sharik and other people mentioned, the research environment here is very opportunistic. You get lots of grants, you get lots of funding. You don't have to think of the money. Like, for example, if I need something of 8,000 euro, I will get next day on my table and I can work on it. We also get a big grant from Medical Research Council, and it was a joint venture between University of Lille, between Imperial College London and Cambridge. So currently I'm working as a senior research scientist in SORM, University of Lille. So life is going good in terms of my research passion. So here I would like to tell a little bit about different institutions of France that offer research positions, permanent research positions, senior scientists, junior scientists, and also the technicians. Every year they post some positions, and they're open for everyone, highly competitive, but it's always worth applying for this if you have a good project in your mind. One of them is in SORM, where I am already working, and the other one is CNRS, and both they offer a good salary and also permanent positions in different levels. Also, if you want to apply for the funding at the project level, ANR is the possibility where you can apply for the grant. Sometimes they post the grants for collaborative work, और काफी दफा ये भी होता है कि वो developing countries को prefer करते हैं for collaboration. So always keep an eye on this, and whenever you think अच्छी grant आपके पास है, इसके लिए जरूर apply करें. Last but not the least, there is this Peridot program, which is the joint partnership between the France and Pakistan. Every year we get application for this. So they don't give big grant for research, but their grants are mostly to cover the expenditures of travel and living expenditures for both. So people from France, they go to Pakistan, and people from Pakistan, they go to France. And in our lab, we have received people a couple of times, and every time we receive requests that they want to apply. So it's always worth applying. Okay, that was what I wanted to say, but also I wanted to say that our labs in our universities, they are highly funded. So always they have some room to accommodate 1 or 2 PhD students. So always when you think that if some lab is working on some project which is of your interest, go and write an email to the head of the department or PI, and also attach a one-page research proposal. It's always good to show your enthusiasm in terms of research. So if your proposal is good, they will always consider you. But don't send forwarded emails to different professors. It will not help you to earn something. So yeah, thank you very much, and best of luck for your future endeavors. Thank you.
बहुत शुक्रिया सादिया. मैंने सादिया ने वेब लिंक्स दिए थे, वो मैंने आप सबके साथ शेयर किए हैं, और जो हमारी गेस्ट स्पीकर की टॉक थी उनकी स्लाइड्स भी. Our next speaker is Dr. Abdul Qadir Sukarwala. He did an MBBS from Dow Medical College, Karachi, and then he did his master's and PhD in immunology from University of Paris. After returning back to Pakistan, he worked as an assistant professor at Dow University and at Jinnah Sindh Medical University. He then did FCPS in immunology and is currently working at the Department of Immunology at Sindh Institute of Urology and Transplant. Bahut shukriya, Dr. Abdul Qadir.
Thank you, organizers and APS Europe for arranging this webinar. So I will be brief. Dr. Noman has already talked about the opportunities, but as he described, it's simple. I would like to clarify the message. The topic given to me was clinical opportunities in France. So I will to clarify what he has just briefed about. So if you want to enter, go to France and work as a clinician over there, it's not that simple as he said. You can enter it, but you have to go through a procedure. As he said that you start working and then you get your license, it's not like that. Initially, in certain specialties where the French people are lacking and they are not finding European Union nationals, the clinicians over there, in that specialties you can enter in France as a clinician easily. And for entering that, France is very organized healthcare system, so they know that how many in a way people they are requiring. For example, they require 10 pediatricians which are not fulfilling. They will get the immigration they will get the 10 clinicians outside European nation, and for that entering over there you have to first initially give an exam. So when you give an exam, and if you top that exam in the top 10 candidates, you will be able to enter in the pediatric specialty. And then, as Dr. Noman said, you continue for your training, and at the end of your training for 3 years, depending on the specialty again, you appear in an exam to get a license to work as permanent license to work in there. So French people are very particular about their clinical stuff. And important point to understand, everyone can excel in the exam, but that exam is in French. So you need to have a basic level of French, which is the B2 level, which they suggest. And then you appear in the exam and then you enter. So that was that part of the clinical entering. You can definitely enter, you can work over there, but you need to be proficient in French. You need to be at your best, and then you can enter that clinical system. So for that part, what I would like to and it's not been discussed till now, is France is a really enriched country. It's a very open country. Open your brains, they will open your hearts. It's a culturally rich country. If you want to enter into their culture, they are open to acceptance. It's not like that they have closed minds, but you have to open for yourself. Being a bearded man, wearing a hat always, initially in the first 6 months, what I experienced, it was difficult for me. But once they see that you are as normal, you joke with them, you practice with them, and you have a normal human being coming from Pakistan as a terrorist label state, and when I got there, it was difficult. But when you open your heart, they have a bigger heart there than ours. I can say certainly that, and they enter you very. So open your minds, go there, and culturally you will learn a lot. Thirdly, what I feel over there, I would like to share that being an immunologist in Pakistan is a rare specialty. So how I enter in this field, it is because of the French experience which I get. When you go there and you see a lot of different experience, you come back with a rich experience, and you can flourish over here. Returning back, if you stay over there, you move forward, go ahead, very good for you. Dr. Sadia is at as in SERM and CNRS opportunities. But if you come back over Pakistan, back there, after getting a PhD or your clinical experience over there, again, Pakistan will be welcoming you as a foreign trained person, and you will be having a better opportunities. So challenges are there, but opportunities coming back is also always there, being an FCPS, again, entering the system. So just want to share my experience that it's an open challenge to you, but if you accept that challenge, go over there and you perform well, the sky is the limit, right? So that's from my side. Again, I will like to thank the organizers, and if any questions, I will be more than happy to answer. Thank you.
बहुत शुक्रिया। मैं ये कहना चाहूँगी कि हम घर बैठे हुए सोचते हैं कि मैं इस तरह से दिखती हूँ या मुझे ये बोलना नहीं आता, वो नहीं होता, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं होती। When you start your journey, you will be surprised to see कि कितने diverse और inclusive working environment होते हैं दूसरे मुल्कों में, and things are changing fast. So do not restrict yourself कि इस तरह से ऐसे है तो मैं तो नहीं आगे जा सकता या जा सकती। Last speaker is Dr. Ghulam Hussain. Thank you for coming. Dr. Ghulam Hussain is an associate professor in physiology and the deputy director and directorate of advanced studies at the Government College University, Faisalabad. He has done master's and a PhD in neurosciences at the University of Strasbourg in France. And then he did a postdoctorate at Huaqiao University in China. बहुत शुक्रिया।
जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. Thank you very much, Dr. Mubashir, Dr. Sadia, and Dr. Shaista. It's a pleasure to be here as a part of these great panelists. In fact, I wish to switch into Urdu for some word coming from my heart, in fact. जो मैं कहना चाहता हूँ वो एक ऑब्जेक्टिव सेमिनार का हमारा ये है कि हम अब पाकिस्तान के स्टूडेंट्स को इस बात पर कायल कर सकेंगे दे शुड मूव टू फ्रांस फॉर हायर एजुकेशन. इनफैक्ट एक बेसिक क्वेश्चन ये है कि व्हाई वी मूव टू यूके, अमेरिका एंड अदर इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री. हम में से कोई भी शख्स ऐसा नहीं है या हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स कि जो इस पर्पस से जाना चाहते हैं कि वहाँ पे वो ग्रेजुएट होके हायर एजुकेशन गेन करने के बाद पाकिस्तान आकर यहाँ अपना ब्राइट फ्यूचर देखते होंगे. ऐसा कोई भी नहीं है. Majority ऐसी कि they wanna move from Pakistan to other countries and they are looking for the better future over there. और जो फ्रांस के साथ the biggest problem is that कि they don't know the French और वो ये सोचते हैं कि शायद for this reason this country is different from the other English speaking country. हालांकि they are willing to learn English, they are willing to appear for the IELTS test and other English test. Okay, they find it very easy. But when they are asked to prepare French language, it become a little bit difficult for Pakistani people particularly और खास तौर पे पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. तो मैं ये क्लियर कर लेना चाहूँगा उन लोगों से जो पार्टिसिपेंट हैं यहाँ मौजूद हैं कि फ्रांस बाकी इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री से ज़्यादा बेहतर और ज़्यादा आसान है. प्लीज़ कम आउट ऑफ दिस बैरियर कि आपको फ्रेंच डिफिकल्ट है. वहाँ पे भी आपको इंग्लिश सीखनी पड़ती है और यहाँ पे आपको फ्रेंच सीखनी पड़ती है. लेकिन इसका एनवायरनमेंट और आपका जो फ्यूचर, आपके जो बाकी जो फैसिलिटीज़ और जिस तरह डॉक्टर अब्दुल कादिर साहब फरमा रहे थे, डॉक्टर नुमान साहब और बाकी जिस तरह डॉक्टर मुबशिर साहब कह रहे थे, तो सब कुछ उतना ही आसान है. बल्कि मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि माय एक्सपीरियंस दैट आई हैव गेन्ड फ्रॉम चाइना, तो फ्रांस ज़्यादा फ्रेंडली, ज़्यादा कोऑपरेटिव और इसका जो एनवायरनमेंट है वो आपके लिए ज़्यादा जो हेल्पफुल है for having the better education, for having better understanding, for having your better way of life. तो ये आपकी अपनी effort है. It's you who can take you higher. No one else will come forward to help you out. लैंग्वेज के बैरियर से इसको थोड़े से निकलना है. आप अपना कॉन्सेप्ट, अपने जो ऑब्जेक्टिव हो, मेक इट क्लियर कि व्हाई यू आर मूविंग अब्रॉड, व्हाट्स द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ योर ट्रैवल. अगर आप ये सारी चीजें आपके पास क्लियर हैं तो बिलीव मी कि आप फ्रांस से अच्छा कंट्री कहीं नहीं पाएंगे. मुझसे आज भी कोई शख्स ये पूछे कि आप कहाँ जाना चाहेंगे, तो माय एक्सपीरियंस है दैट कि मुझे अभी भी आप स्ट्रासबर्ग में दोबारा से भेज दें. वहाँ पे यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ स्ट्रासबर्ग या स्ट्रासबर्ग का जो इन्वायरमेंट है, मुझे उससे अच्छा इन्वायरमेंट ना लंदन में पा सका मैं, ना ख्वाचाओ में, ना चाइना में, किसी और कंट्री में, ना टर्की में मुझे कहीं नहीं मिला. तो पाकिस्तानी दोस्त या पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट, जिस तरह अभी जो आसिफ सुखेरा साहब ने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि आप लोग किस तरह फ्रांस से आने के बाद यहाँ पे कैसे दूसरे जो लोगों के लिए हेल्पफुल है. तो मैं आई एम हियर फॉर यू इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन, इफ यू नीड एनी सपोर्ट रिगार्डिंग फ्रेंच कल्चर, रिगार्डिंग फ्रेंच एजुकेशन सिस्टम, रिगार्डिंग पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द फ्रेंच सिस्टम, आई एम हियर. क्योंकि मेरे लिए वो एक ड्रीम है, जिसे कहते हैं मेरे लिए फैसिनेशन है. तो मैं पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट से ये कहूँगा कि आप थोड़ी देर के लिए एक फ्रेंच के बैरियर से निकल के आप एक दफ़ा इसको भी दूसरी कंट्री की तरह सोचें और एक दफ़ा अप्लाई तो कीजिए. आपको अगर इंग्लिश सीखनी पड़ती तो व्हाई नॉट फ्रेंच, ये भी आपका एक एडिशन ही तो है ना आपके लैंग्वेज का. तो आप लोग इससे घबरा क्यों रहे हैं. सो डोंट वरी एट ऑल. फ्रेंच इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल, पीपल आर रियली लविंग, दे आर रियली जिसे कहते हैं फ्रेंडली, दे आर रियली कोऑपरेटिव और उसका एजुकेशन सिस्टम बाकी कंट्री की निस्बत ज्यादा इजी है आप लोगों के लिए. इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. आपको लोग कोऑपरेटिव मिलते हैं. जर्मनी में चले जाएं आप लोग, इवन चाइना में चले. आई एम द विटनेस ऑफ द स्ट्रेसफुल एनवायरनमेंट प्रिवेलिंग इन द laboratory of Chinese people. Even I found the people crying in the front of the supervisor. But I haven't seen such kind of the scene in France because there was a cooperation, there was a support from the supervisor, from the colleague, and everybody. So I love France. मेरे लिए एक फैसिनेशन है. मैं ओपन हूँ सबके लिए जो कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहे. और एक और एस्पेक्ट आई एम टेकिंग आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट कि फ्रांस से वापस आने के बाद आपके पास जो चैलेंज है वो बेशक आप यूके से वापस आ जाएं, यूएसए से, आप जिस कंट्री से मर्जी वापस, चैलेंजेस वो पाकिस्तान में होंगे और आप उनको फेस करना पड़ेगा. और चैलेंजेस को कैसे एड्रेस करना है ये आपकी अपनी एफर्ट है. इनफैक्ट इट डिपेंड्स व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर. आप चाहते क्या. डॉक्टर नोमान आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग मेनी इयर्स इन फ्रांस सक्सेसफुल लाइफ पाकिस्तान में गुजारे. डॉक्टर शुएब, डॉक्टर अब्दुल कादिर साहब आपने देखा, ऑल दीज पीपल they have spent a lot of time abroad but still they are happy in Pakistan. What's the reason? Because they did great effort to settle themselves here in the Pakistan. तो ये आपकी अपनी एफर्ट है जो आपको सक्सेसफुल, आपको कंटेंटेड और आपको हैप्पी बनाती है. मेरी तरह देख रहे हैं. I have established my own lab that is really dedicated to peripheral regeneration and since last 10 years I am stuck to my research. और मुझे ऑब्स्टेकल्स और बाकी प्रॉब्लम हुई, but I'm successful. I have a name in Pakistan that he is a French scientist and still working in Pakistan. So let's go, be hopeful, everything and bright future is waiting for you people. Wish you all the best. I'm open for everything. Thank you very much.
बहुत शुक्रिया। आई एम श्योर फ्रेंच जो ज़ुबान है वो बहुत खूबसूरत है। लास्ट नाइट आई वाज सिटिंग एंड ट्राइंग टू प्रोनाउंस ऑल द फ्रेंच नेम्स। हमारे पास एक क्वेश्चन है उबैदुल्ला सोमरो से। तो उबैदुल्ला, अगर आप हमें सुन रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ अनम्यूट करके सवाल पूछें। आई होप he will come back to us. In the meantime, अगर आपने कोई क्लोजिंग, डॉक्टर मुबशर कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं?
जी, मेरे पास ना एक लिस्ट ऑफ रैंडम क्वेश्चंस है जो कि मैं अपने तमाम पैनलिस्ट से वन बाय वन पूछना चाहूंगा, ताकि वो एक जनरल किस्म का क्वेश्चनियर है, सब लोगों का उससे भला होगा, चाहे वो पैनलिस्ट हो, चाहे वो हमारी ऑडियंस हो। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, फ्रेंच के बगैर फ्रांस में गुजारा हो सकता है या नहीं, यानी फ्रेंच सीखना लाजमी है या नहीं?
So I have answered.
जी जल्दी।
Survival
Yes.
is possible. Survival is possible, but it's an honor to learn French. और वैसे भी
Okay.
ये एक respect है. There is a respect for the culture where you are moving, that you should learn the language to be part of that, in fact, the culture. Otherwise, आपकी survival है, और ये उनकी greatness है कि आपको without French भी आपको accept करें और आपको facilitate करें, और आप इस respect और इस honor को ऐसे respond करें कि you should learn French, और
जी
for your own sake, ना कि आप French people पे को oblige करें, अपने आप के लिए कर रहे हैं। तो it is possible, but we should, I think.
ये बड़ा अच्छा आंसर दिया उसने, गुलाम हुसैन ने। बाकी अगर कोई आंसर इसके ऊपर करना चाहे, शारिक?
जी,
फ्रेंच के बगैर सारा हो जाता
जी, apart from prefecture, everything is accepted if you cannot speak French.
है। ओके जी, चले जी।
Thanks.
I will add, for excellence, you need French. If you
Exactly.
want to survive, it's okay. But if you want to excel, French French should be learned.
मेरा भी ये एक्सपीरियंस है कि सर्वाइव हम जंगल में भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन
कर सकते
फ्रांस में सर्वाइवल के लिए भी फ्रेंच आपको चाहिए। तो डोंट थिंक कि आप फ्रांस आए और फ्रेंच ना बोलें और अंग्रेजी बोल के आप यहाँ पर जना गुजारा कर लेंगे, क्योंकि आप अंग्रेजी शायद प्रोफेसर के साथ बोल लें, अपने लैब कोलीग्स के साथ बोल लें, लेकिन बेकरी वाले के साथ, लॉन्ड्री वाले के साथ और जना बाकी पुलिस वालों के साथ आप अंग्रेजी नहीं बोल सकते।
मैं मुबशर भाई एक और करना चाहूंगा कि आप अगर इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री में भी हैं, तो फिर भी आप इंग्लिश तो सीखते हैं ना, एक लेमैन
जी
से आप डिस्कस, तो आप यहाँ पे फ्रेंच को क्यों नहीं पसंद कर रहे? तो सिर्फ ये स्विच ऑफ माइंड है, आप अपने माइंड को कहाँ पे रखते हैं कि यहाँ आप फ्रेंच को डिफिकल्ट समझते हैं और वहाँ पे आप इंग्लिश को समझते हैं। एन ऑनर है कि आप रेडी वाले के साथ भी और जो टैक्सी वाले के साथ भी इंग्लिश बोल रहे हैं, तो दैट्स वेरी नाइस। यहाँ फ्रेंच नो, इट्स डिफिकल्ट।
Another
मेरे
quick
ख्याल में
question.
अगर आप एक मुल्क में रहते हैं तो आप ऑटोमेटिकली वैसा बोलना शुरू हो जाते हैं। हम पाकिस्तान के किसी इलाके में जाते हैं, हम वहाँ का एक्सेंट अडॉप्ट करना शुरू कर देते हैं बगैर जाने। अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन अवैस की तरफ से है। अवैस, अगर आप अनम्यूट करके सवाल पूछें हमारे से, अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है माइक्रोफोन को।
जी, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जी, मेरा नाम डॉक्टर अवैस है। मेरा FCPS है यूरोलॉजी में। यहाँ पे मैं पाकिस्तान किडनी एंड लिवर इंस्टीट्यूट लाहौर में काम कर रहा हूँ। तो मुझे पूछना है कि फ्रांस में कोई एज ए यूरोलॉजिस्ट अगर मैं आके कुछ फेलोशिप करना चाहूँ और या फिर इस तरह की कोई कोर्सेज करना चाहूँ यूरोलॉजी से रिलेटेड किसी चीज़ में, तो उसके लिए क्या क्या ऑप्शंस मेरे पास मौजूद है? तो एक लंबा प्रोसेस होगा, लेकिन मुझे जस्ट स्टार्टिंग की जो 2-3 स्टेप्स हैं वो जस्ट बता दिए जाएं ताकि एक इनिशिएटिव जो है वो मैं ले सकूं। थैंक यू।
Dr. Kadir, SIUT.
Dr. Awais, thank you for your question. So you are a consultant already, and you want to go for a short course. You don't want to settle there. So इसके लिए मैं आपसे ये कहूँगा कि जो फ्रेंच यूरोलॉजी सोसाइटी एग्जिस्ट करती है, you can go to their website और वहाँ से जाके you can contact the person and whatever उसमें जो भी आप ट्रेनिंग फर्दर है या कोई अपनी स्किल्स को बढ़ाना चाह रहे हैं, तो यू कैन गेट कॉन्टेक्ट फ्रॉम देयर एंड यू कैन एनहांस योर स्किल्स फॉर 3 months 6 months. बट इफ यू वांट टू गो एंड सेटल देयर एंड प्रैक्टिस देयर एज अ परमानेंट फिजिशियन, तो मैंने बताया उसका ट्रैक यही है कि आपने फ्रेंच सीखनी होगी, उनका कॉन्कूर का एग्जाम देना होगा, एंड देन उनके लाइसेंसेस का एग्जाम देना होगा। जो बात की थी ट्रेनिंग में रह के लाइसेंसेस एग्जाम दे, तो उस तरफ जाना होगा। But for short training period, you can approach the website, and from there you can find the urologist also, and you can move forward from there. Hope I answer your question.
मैं भी कुछ थोड़ा सा ऐड करना चाहूँगा इसमें। मैं एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ कैंसर इंस्टीट्यूट गुस्ताव रोजी की। वहाँ पर उनकी वेबसाइट के ऊपर भी शॉर्ट कोर्सेज जो है ना वो अनाउंस होते थे, वो इंग्लिश में होते थे। तो आप स्पेसिफिकली टारगेट कर सकते हैं फ्रेंच इदारों को, यूरोलॉजी के इदारे जो हैं उनको वेबसाइट पे ढूंढ सकते हैं, फिर उनके स्पेसिफिकली जो उनके कोर्सेज चल रहे हैं इंग्लिश में मोस्टली वो ऑफर कर, फॉर एग्जांपल इंस्टीट्यूट गुस्ताव रोजी जो है वो इंग्लिश में कोर्सेज ऑफर कर रहा था। डेफिनेटली वो आपको पेशेंट्स को तो वहाँ को टच नहीं करने देंगे, लेकिन जो इनोवेशन हैं, जो लाइव सर्जरीज हैं, वो आप उसमें देख पाएंगे उन कोर्सेज के अंदर, और डेफिनेटली आप लर्न कर पाएंगे। इसके लिए टारगेट करें जो इदारे हैं, जो यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं, उनके जो इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, उनकी वेबसाइट के ऊपर डायरेक्टली जो है ना कोर्सेज को सर्च आउट करने की कोशिश करें। दैट कैन बी हेल्पफुल फॉर फाइंडिंग एनी शॉर्ट डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज देयर। थैंक यू।
डॉक्टर नुमान, आप कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं? फिर दोबारा डॉक्टर बशीर की तरफ चलेंगे।
हाँ जी, मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि जो है ना, अगर आप जाना चाहते हैं वहाँ पे, तो उसके लिए जो बेसिक हर्डल है वो है इंग्लिश। आपको डेल्फ B2 करना पड़ेगा, और अगर आप डेल्फ B2 कर लेते हैं फिर आपके लिए कोई मसला नहीं है। ये एसोसिएशन वगैरह ये कुछ भी नहीं करती हैं, ठीक है। अगर आपने जाना तो आपके पास दो रास्ते हैं, या तो आप DFMSA करें, ठीक है, जो स्पेशलिस्ट के लिए है। अगर आप पहले से कंसल्टेंट है तो आपके लिए एक रूट है DFMSA का, आप उसके थ्रू ये अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसके लिए भी आपको डेल्फ B2 चाहिए। लेकिन अगर आप यूरोलॉजी का कोर्स करना चाहते हैं तो आप डायरेक्टली DIU उनका डिप्लोमा होता है, आप उसमें एडमिशन ले सकते हैं। आप उसमें एडमिशन के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, वो सबको एडमिशन दे देते हैं। उसकी सिर्फ एक ही क्राइटेरिया है कि आपको फ्रेंच आनी चाहिए, डेल्फ B2 होना चाहिए आपके पास। जब आपके पास डेल्फ B2 आ जाएगा तो फिर आपके लिए किसी किस्म का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है फ्रांस में जाने का। एक दफा आपका वो DIU आप कर लेंगे तो वो आपको सारा कुछ सिखा के भेजेंगे उधर से।
थैंक यू। डॉक्टर बशीर, आप अगर कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं तो पूछे, फिर
Yeah,
डॉक्टर के पास जाएंगे फॉर क्लोजिंग रिमार्क्स। आई थिंक
yes, very quick question. हलाल खाना यहाँ पर मिल जाता है सबको? तो ये दिस इज अ वेरी क्वेश्चन कि यहाँ पर हलाल खाना मिलता है नहीं मिलता है। यहाँ पर हलाल खाना पाकिस्तान से ज्यादा मिलता है, और कंफर्म जो है ना शहादा के साथ, और जो है ना वो बड़ा स्पेसिफाइड किस्म का, साफ सुथरा किस्म का जो है ना हर तरह का हलाल खाना मिलता है। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच अ कॉमन क्वेश्चन, कि आपको यहाँ पर इस्लाम या आपको जो है ना आपका मजहब प्रैक्टिस करने की इजाज़त है? जी, फुली इजाज़त है यहाँ पर। आप जो है ना आपका कोई भी मजहब हो आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ओपनली पब्लिक में आप नहीं करते। आप अपने घर के अंदर या अपनी मस्जिद के अंदर आप इसको प्रैक्टिस करते हैं। ईद के दिनों में जो पेरिस में रहने वाले हैं उनकी प्रैक्टिस थी कि वो हम ईद की नमाज यहाँ की जो ग्रैंड मॉस्क ऑफ पेरिस है उसकी सड़क पे भी पढ़ लेते थे, लेकिन ये पिछले कुछ 1-2 साल से जो है ना लोगों ने प्रोटेस्ट किए थे, तो सड़कें बंद करने वाला काम खत्म हो गया। बट स्टिल यहाँ पर बड़ी बड़ी जामिया मस्जिदें हैं, हर इलाके में जो है ना मस्जिदें मौजूद है। तो इफ़ यू आर लुकिंग, आपको जो है ना यहाँ पे किसी किस्म की रिलीजियस पाबंदी नहीं है, हर तरह की रिलीजियस फ्रीडम है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दिस, जो हमने देखे थे कि फैमिली अकोमोडेशन आपको कैसे मिलती है और फैमिली वीज़ा कैसे मिलता है। फैमिली अकोमोडेशन पेरिस में मुश्किल से मिलती है, लेकिन अगर आप किसी और कंट्री में सिटी में रह रहे हैं पेरिस के अलावा, तो दैट वुड बी मच ईजियर टू हैव अ फैमिली। आपको फैमिली वीज़ा भी इजीली मिल जाता है, और जो फैमिली रेजिडेंसेज हैं यानी 2 या 3 कमरे का अपार्टमेंट भी आपको इजीली मिल सकता है। नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज द मिनिमम सैलरी? यहाँ पर तकरीबन 1400 से 1500 यूरो मिनिमम सैलरी है। उसमें आपका बड़ा हैंड टू माउथ गुजारा होता है। तो इफ़ यू आर विलिंग कि आप फ्रांस आ रहे हैं, तो आपके पास एटलीस्ट पर मंथ इतने फाइनेंसेस होने चाहिए कि आप यहाँ पर 1300-1400 यूरो पर मंथ, अगर आप पेरिस में हैं, और अगर आप किसी छोटे सिटी में हैं, तो 1000 यूरो आपके पास पर मंथ एटलीस्ट होना चाहिए गुजारा करने के लिए। नेक्स्ट थिंग इज दिस, लेबोरेटरी एक्सेस। लेबोरेटरी एक्सेस आपने खुद ढूंढनी है अपनी लैब्स, उसके लिए वेबसाइट्स आपको बता दी हैं, प्रोफेसर्स के साथ आपने अच्छे कॉन्टैक्ट्स करने हैं। और इसके अलावा मेंटल वेलबींग के बारे में डॉक्टर साथिया ने अगर कुछ कहना है तो इस बारे में बता दें, वरना अदरवाइज विल गो टू डॉक्टर हफीज फॉर द क्लोजिंग रिमार्क्स। वी आर ऑलरेडी 30 minutes over delay.
Dr. Sadia?
Okay, so for mental well-being, well, is for first year, year is always difficult for everyone because then you have to tackle with the language and culture barrier. लेकिन उसके बाद जब मैं यहाँ पे set हो गई तो as many people said, it's one of the beautiful place to live and to work. So it's a liberal country. I have my friends, I socialize with friends with my own boundaries and with my own limitations, but I do network with people. I go to their home. So in general, life is, after first year, life is beautiful.
हाँ, I think गई थी फ्रांस में for 2-3 days, तो खाना मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था, वहाँ की हेल्दी फूड थी और लोग इतने कोऑपरेटिव थे, वो सब कुछ छोड़ के आपको बताना शुरू कर देते कि आप किसी
They are
बात
very warm. They have warm expression. Even when you go to gym, you go somewhere, you have to just intermingle with people. You have to say hello, everyone. Even you enter the bus, you have to say hello. So like people, they are warm. They are nice.
ये चीज वैसे बड़ी आपने सही बात बताई कि अगर आप इन्हें हेलो यानी बोंजोर ना कहें तो ये माइंड भी करते हैं तो you have to say hello to everybody.
You have to always put smile on your face and say hello to people, and they will be very happy.
Thank you.
Any questions from the audience? Otherwise, we'll go to Dr. Hafiz.
Before I say, I think I have a question, Mubashir, from you guys. You mentioned about this, how much money you should have. You know, sometimes when students जो दूसरे मुल्कों में जाके काम करते हैं, they can do some small jobs, you know, to make the end meet. Is it possible, France?
Exactly. यहाँ पर भी आप 20 hours maximum per week काम कर सकते हैं जो कि ड्यूरिंग स्टूडेंटशिप इज पॉसिबल लेकिन अगर आप रिसर्च वर्क कर रहे हैं तो फिर वो आपके लेट आवर्स इन द लैब होते हैं तो आप वो नहीं कर सकते लेकिन अगर जो मास्टर्स के स्टूडेंट या आप ड्यूरिंग ग्रेजुएशन आपको अलाउ करते हैं कि आप 20 आवर्स पर वीक काम कर लें तो कुछ लड़के हैं जो वीकेंड्स पे भी काम करते रहे हैं और कुछ वीकडेज में भी जो ना 20 आवर्स पर वीक काम करते रहे एंड इट पेज नॉट वेरी मच लेकिन उनसे उनका गुजारा हो जाता है वो जो बेसिक अकोमोडेशन और जो उनके ग्रोसरीज वगैरह वो उससे बाय कर सकते हैं सो इट्स पॉसिबल
Ji, thank you very much. I'm here for some closing remarks. मेरा नाम Dr. Abdul Hafiz. I'm currently more than 20 years से मैं यहाँ मैनचेस्टर यूके में बेस्ड हूँ. एसोसिएशन ऑफ पाकिस्तानी फिजिशियन एंड सर्जन्स ऑफ यूनाइटेड किंगडम हमने तकरीबन 20 साल पहले बनाई थी. डॉक्टर शाहिद अब्दुल रहमान शाहिद इज द फाउंडर एंड करंट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ एप्स यूरोप. तो अभी वो अपनी ड्यूटी से फारिग नहीं हो सके तो उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि मैं अपने क्लोजिंग रिमार्क्स दूं, अदरवाइज ही वुड हैव बीन हियर. तो हमारे और डॉक्टर शाइस्ता माशाल्लाह हमारी डायरेक्टर जनरल हैं, हमारी फ्रांस की टीम. तो ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो यूरोप लेवल पे बनाने का मकसद ये था कि हमारे जो पाकिस्तान के अंदर अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं वो बड़ी लिमिटेड हैं. पीपल सिर्फ यूके, यूएसए, ऑस्ट्रेलिया चंद मुल्कों के बारे में जानते हैं, लेकिन अब हमने अपने चैप्टर्स एस्टेब्लिश किए हैं. पिछले साल हमने स्पेन में इवेंट किया, उससे पिछले साल हमने स्वीडन में किया. तो दिस वाज अ फिजिकल इवेंट, वी एक्चुअली वेंट और वहां पे हमने लोगों को इकट्ठा किया. वेबिनार तो हम उससे भी ज्यादा कर चुके हैं. डॉक्टर शाहिद खुद जर्मनी में बेस्ड हैं. तो दिस इज व्हाट वी डू. ये जितने लोग आपके सामने स्क्रीन पे बैठे हैं, दे आर वेरी सक्सेसफुल एंड दे हैव एक्चुअली बीन थ्रू दिस जर्नी. तो अब हमारा मकसद ये है कि हम जो हमारी फ्यूचर जनरेशन उनकी हेल्प करें. जो पहले एक एवेन्यूज नहीं खुले, हम वो दरवाजे आपके लिए खोलें. और चूंकि हम ये जर्नी कर चुके हैं खुद, तो हम आपको इस पोजीशन पे हैं कि आपको अच्छा गाइड कर सकें, ताकि जो मुश्किलात या जो डिफिकल्टीज हमने उठाई हैं वो आप लोगों को फेस ना करनी पड़े. तो इसके लिए डॉक्टर सादिया इज ब्यूटीफुल एग्जांपल ऑफ सक्सेस. उन्होंने अपना पाकिस्तान से आके इतना बड़ा नाम बनाया है. शी इज अ वेरी फेमस साइंटिस्ट. वहाँ पे फ्रीक्वेंटली कम टू लंदन एंड यहाँ पे भी वो आके लेक्चर देती हैं. सो दीज आर द पीपल. आप लोगों ने अगर गाइडेंस लेनी है फ्यूचर के लिए किसी भी किस्म की, तो कनेक्ट विद द एप्स यूरोप, कनेक्ट विद डॉक्टर शाइस्ता, डॉक्टर सादिया, एंड वी हैव टीम्स इन अदर कंट्रीज एज वेल. तो अभी हम मई के अंदर 10 मई को वी आर गोइंग टू कतर. हमारी जो मिडल ईस्ट की ब्रांचेस हैं इन 7 ऑफ द कंट्रीज, कतर में हम अपनी ये गेट टुगेदर कर रहे हैं, जो मिडल ईस्टर्न अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं। उसके अलावा मई के एंड पे वी आर लॉन्चिंग एप्स चाइना। तो मतलब चाइना के अंदर हमारे कोई 9,000 के करीब पाकिस्तानी मेडिकल स्टूडेंट हैं, तो दे नीड गाइडेंस एंड मतलब अपॉर्चुनिटीज। सो दिस इज अ ग्लोबल नेटवर्क, एप्स ग्लोबल के नाम से हम जो काम करते हैं, मतलब आप मतलब दिस इज व्हाट वी वांट टू डू, हेल्प यू गाइस। ठीक है, नंबर 1। एंड नंबर 2, आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक ऑल ऑफ दी जो हमारे स्पीकर्स थे, हमारी प्रोफेसर एन मोनिल्यू थी, डॉक्टर सादिया सईद, हमारी डायरेक्टर जनरल, डॉक्टर मुबशर, डॉक्टर शारिक, डॉक्टर शुएब, गुलाम हुसैन, डॉक्टर नुमान, अब्दुल कादर, मतलब देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल, मैं सॉरी अगर मैं कोई नाम भूल गया हूँ। तो सो ऑल दीज पीपल हैव गिवन देयर वैल्यूएबल टाइम, एंड मतलब आप लोग इन लोगों से कनेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, कोई स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन उसके बाद भी है, तो वो प्लीज आप हमसे रब्ता करें, हम आपको इस राइट डायरेक्शन में आपको गाइड करेंगे। जहां तक फ्रांस की मतलब ब्यूटी का ताल्लुक है, ऑब्वियसली इट्स वेल नोन, पुराने शायरों ने भी इस पे बहुत मतलब जिक्र किया है। अगर आप फ्रांस में जो सबसे मशहूर जगह है वहां की, वो है आईफल टावर, जो कि वहां की टॉलेस्ट बिल्डिंग है पूरे फ्रांस की, मतलब दिस इज द टॉलेस्ट। और ये बना था 1889 में। मुझे 2 दफा अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है आईफल टावर के ऊपर जाने की। तो वहां पे जो सबसे मुझे ब्यूटीफुल मतलब चीज मिली, बीइंग अ मेडिकल या साइंटिस्ट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, कि मतलब द पर्सन हु एक्चुअली बिल्ट और केम अप विद दिस कॉन्सेप्ट, गुस्टाव आईफल, मतलब ही वाज थिंकिंग टू बिल्ड अ टावर इन 1889। हम मतलब ऑब्वियसली दीज आर द पीपल जो उस वक्त मतलब दे वर पॉपुलर, दे वर थिंकिंग अहेड एंड दे वर प्लानिंग, और उन्होंने जो अपनी लेगेसी छोड़ी है वो मतलब आज तक कायम है। मतलब पीपल स्टिल ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड गो एंड मतलब विजिट दीज प्लेसेस। और उसी के जो टॉप फ्लोर के ऊपर एक और साइंटिस्ट का उन्होंने मुजस्समा बनाया हुआ है, उसका नाम है थॉमस एडिसन। थॉमस एडिसन मतलब हमने मतलब मुझे याद है कि दिस इज द ओनली नेम जो हमने पाकिस्तान की बुक्स में हमें पढ़ाया जाता था कि उसने इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इजाद की थी। इज वेरी मतलब फेमस। अच्छा, थॉमस एडिसन के बारे में मैं सिर्फ एक लाइन अपने क्लोजिंग रिमार्क में मतलब देके खत्म करूंगा। मतलब ही इन्वेंटेड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड ही वांटेड, थॉमस एडिसन ने फिलामेंट बनाने शुरू किए। ही वाज ट्राइंग समथिंग, किसी ना किसी तरीके से वो दुनिया को रोशन करे। उसके दिमाग में ये ख्याल था, जो शायद हमारे भी है, कि हम पाकिस्तान को किसी तरीके से रोशन करें। तो ही मेड फिलामेंट्स विद डिफरेंट थिंग्स, मेटल, कॉपर, मतलब आई डोंट नो, कोई 1000 उसने एक्सपेरिमेंट टू मेक अ फिलामेंट जो लास्ट करे। कोई फिलामेंट था वो 5 मिनट चलता था, कोई 10 मिनट बाद खत्म हो जाता था, कोई एक दिन, तो देयर वाजंट एनीथिंग व्हिच विल लास्ट। ठीक है, तो इन द एंड उसे मोर देन 1000 एक्सपेरिमेंट करने पड़े इस मुकाम पे पहुंचने के लिए, जो उसने इवेंचुअली हमें एक बल्ब दे दिया। ठीक है, एंड जब उससे ये पूछा गया कि तुमने मतलब ये इतनी दफा तुम फेल हुए, मतलब 2 दफा फेल हो, 4 दफा बंदा फेल होता है, 100 दफा फेल होता है, 500 दफा फेल हुए, तुमने मतलब इसे छोड़ा क्यों नहीं? यू केप्ट ऑन गोइंग, केप्ट ऑन गोइंग, केप्ट ऑन गोइंग। तो उसका जवाब ये था कि मैं 1000 दफा फेल नहीं हुआ, मुझे ये समझ आ गई है कि आई नो 1000 ways हाउ दिस फिलामेंट विल नॉट वर्क। तो हमारा मैसेज आप सबको ये है, प्लीज डू नॉट गिव अप, कीप गोइंग। हमारा जो काम है, मतलब डजेंट मैटर आपके हालात कितने मुश्किल हैं, देर आर बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज, देर आर मतलब लॉट ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो आपकी हेल्प करने के लिए तैयार हैं। आप इस मैसेज को दूसरे लोगों तक पहुंचाएं। हमारी ये रिकॉर्डिंग विल बी अवेलेबल टू यू। हम मतलब अपने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, अपने फेसबुक ग्रुप, हमारे वेबसाइट के ऊपर हम बाद में इसको एडिट करके शेयर भी करेंगे। तो पास इट ऑन, मतलब ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग जो हमारे इन्फ्लुएंशियल सर्कल्स में डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में पाकिस्तानी बैठे हैं, हम आपको उनके से कनेक्ट कराएं। गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। लास्ट में मैं 2 चीज़ें कहूँगी डॉक्टर हफीज़ की गुफ्तगू से। एक तो ये कि मैंने आपके साथ एक ईमेल शेयर किया, आपने कुछ भी पूछना है मेंबरशिप के बारे में, किसी चीज़ के बारे में भी ईमेल करें। एंड देयर इज़ वन थिंग आई वांट टू से, यू डू नॉट गेट इट इफ़ यू डू नॉट आस्क फॉर इट। सो डू नॉट एवर हेजिटेट। आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चन है, और दूसरी एक और चीज़ मैं कहूँगी कि यू हैव टू कीप ऑन ट्राइंग। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ये होगा कि आप फेल हो जाएंगे, सो व्हाट, दिस इज़ हाउ यू बिकम अ सक्सेसफुल पर्सन आफ्टर सो मेनी फेल। और दूसरा मैं आपसे कहूँगी,
शॉर्ट कमेंट।
जी बोलें।
Just a short comment. First of all, my felicitations for such a beautiful seminar or a talk of get together of such fine, Pakistanis who are really galaxy, I believe, in Europe. मेरी एक छोटी सी सजेशन है कि इतना यूजफुल सेमिनार है जिसमें बेसिकली द पर्पस इज टू अट्रैक्ट पाकिस्तानीज टू कम टू फ्रांस फॉर हायर एजुकेशन. So, small suggestion that if this can be circulated amongst different universities and medical colleges at least a month before, so that especially targeting the students of final year and those who are doing house job, so that because that is the time they are looking for what would be their future. So if we can show them the light, I believe that many would benefit. And out of all the speakers, I would say go to your alumni like Jamshoro, Faisalabad Medical University and others and talk to them. I know people there are not listening to you because वो सरकारी नौकरियों पे बैठे हुए हैं, उनको कोई परवाह नहीं है, वो कहते हैं हमारा काम चल रहा है. जो फ्रस्ट्रेशन शो की उन्होंने डॉक्टर साहब ने कि मैं कई यूनिवर्सिटीज में गया, वो इसलिए कि यहाँ पे स्टेटस को से कोई हिलना नहीं चाहता. तो ये स्मॉल सजेशन कि इसको एक महीना पहले मुख्तलिफ फोरम्स पे सर्कुलेट करें ताकि स्टूडेंट्स को पता हो कि दिस इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट इवेंट कमिंग और हम इसमें कुछ वी कैन फाइंड एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. थैंक यू सो मच.
जी, बहुत अच्छी सजेशन है और हमारी रिकॉर्डिंग होगी और यू फील फ्री टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट इट टू whomever you know. और मैं भी फैसलाबाद से ताल्लुक़ रखती हूँ और मेरे जहन में है कि मैं अब इंशाल्लाह जब जाऊँगी I'll go to university, I'll go to medical college and I will talk about my own experience. और इसी पे हम इख्तिताम करेंगे कि हम आपसे दोबारा फिर मिलेंगे बहुत जल्दी और हम लेकर आएंगे सेशंस ट्रेनिंग पाथवेज अबाउट स्पेन, स्वीडन, नॉर्वे, हॉलैंड and we will try and arrange more. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज़.